Today I want to test several ways to become an admin in Brookhaven. I'm going to test secrets and glitches that make it look like you're an admin, like infinite speed glitches, and much more. And for that, I called my friend who's going to help me with this. He said, let's go. I want to be an admin, and I also want to be an admin. But now, he's getting in my car again. I'm going to drive this, because now I have to get to this other neighborhood, and I need to go through this part. But for some reason, there's a soldier back here who came to talk to me. He said, you have to take an intelligence test to enter the neighborhood. And apparently, to enter this neighborhood, I have to take a test to check my intelligence. So I'm going to do it because I'm sure I'll pass. But I'm not sure if my friend will pass because he's not very smart. And now I'm arriving here to take this test. And actually, this table is really weird. He said, come take your intelligence test. But guys, there are several items here on the table, and I'm a bit scared if I'm going to pass this test, because I'm going to test several ways to get admin commands in Brookhaven. He said, how much is 1 plus 5? And the answer is 6. So I just said the answer, and I want to see if I passed. And apparently, he picked up this sign and simply gave a score of 10. And that means I passed the test. But now it's my friend's turn to do it. So much so that the soldier is looking at him and calling his attention, so he'll take the test. And I want to see if my friend will pass. He said, how much is 1 plus 9? And that's really easy. But he said, let me think. But he just left here, and apparently he's thinking. And he started reading several books, and that's really weird. But the soldier is looking over here, and he said, you can go. And apparently I can move forward here, and that's really good. But now, my friend is studying to try to pass this impossible test. But I noticed that my friend is right here, so I'm coming here to get this other friend of mine, because he's going to help me do this. He said, I know an infinite speed glitch, and I also know an infinite speed glitch, which I'm going to test right now. And this is the first way to get infinite speed, and I want my friend to see this. And I'm using this avatar, and for those who don't know, I look like this because that way I can get infinite speed. But my friend is laughing because he doesn't know what this avatar does. But now, I'm going to jump right here, and I just got infinite speed. And you can see I'm getting really fast, and I'm really the fastest person of all, because I did the best speed glitch. Guys, I'm arriving here to see if he's okay, because he flipped the car, and now the car is back to normal. And I'm sure he doesn't believe this. He's even scared. And he said, how did you do that? Look, that's a secret. I won't tell him how I did that. But he can't drive his car, and his car is totally glitched, because I'm inside his car, and I made his car fly. And now he got out of the car, so I'm going to have to drive it. But I accidentally got out of the car, and now I finally got in here. But guys, it's impossible to drive this car. So up here, I'm going to increase its suspension, and now I can drive it. But my car is very hard to drive, because my character is hitting the ground, and that's making my car not drive properly. And my car isn't accelerating much, all because of the character. But he just got out of the car, and I don't know why he left. He said, let's do a race. And it looks like he got excited, but he picked the fastest car of all. And apparently he set it to Turbo 3, and he wants to race against me, but not exactly against my car. He wants to race against me myself. He wants me to come without a vehicle to compete against his car. But first, the race has to start back here, because I need a lot of space to start running. Perfect! This is the ideal place to start the race. And now he's coming here, and I noticed he's having trouble getting here, because his car is too fast. He has the fastest car of all. He said, is this the first way to become an admin? Yes, this really is the first way. But guys, I need to stop here urgently. Perfect! I'm stopped, and now I'm ready to start this race. But today, I'm going to test several other ways to become an admin in Roblox, and I'm going to test ways to fly, and much more. But first, I want to see if my friend passed the intelligence test. And apparently, he's studying a lot to figure out how to solve the math problem, even though the problem is very easy. But my friend stood up here, and he said, what was the question? Look, the question was really easy. It was simply, how much is 1 plus 9? And the answer is 10. I don't know how he doesn't know that. And now he got scared by that, not understanding how my friend didn't know how to solve it. He said, how does he not know that? Look, I don't know either, but I want to start the race. So I'm ready to beat my friend. And apparently it started, so I'm coming here running, and I'm sure I'm going to beat him. But I passed his car, which is the fastest car of all, and I simply won. And I just beat his car, which is impressive. But I can't stay still, and it's impossible for my character to stay still. But my friend got out of his car, so I'm going to get in here, and now I'm finally stopped, and I'm no longer at maximum speed. He said, how did you beat my car? Look, I don't know either, but I'm going to carry him so he can see how this works. So I'm arriving up front, and I'm going to try to get the maximum speed possible. So now I'm going back here, and I really am the fastest person of all. So I'm coming back here, and I'm still beating his car. But now, I'm getting back in this car, because I want to drive it. But again, I can't drive it. So now, I'm going to turn my avatar back to normal. Perfect! I'm back to normal. But he's looking here, and he said, but that avatar was perfect. Look, I know that. But today, I want to test several other ways to become an admin in Roblox. And I don't want to test just one way. I actually want to test several other ways. So now, I'm driving this car, but he couldn't come in here because this car only fits one person. So I'm getting out of here, and I'm going to carry him. And that's the only way for him to come in here. But now, I'm coming up front running, and I want to see if my friend passed the test, because it doesn't make sense means that he didn't pass the test. And it looks like he's still studying. And he's studying as much as he can. And that's really weird because my friend isn't very smart. But now the guard is looking over here and he opened the gate. And from what I noticed, there are some players here who are doing really weird tests because there's a basketball hoop and there's a player up here who's trying to make the shot. But every time he throws, he ends up missing. So I'm coming here to shoot because I know I'm going to make it. So I'm climbing up here, and it's my turn to do this. He's even watching here, and he said, I bet you won't make it. It's not even worth trying. And actually, I'm going to make it. And he says that like it's impossible. But now I got here, and I'm going to grab this ball and just make the shot here. And I'm sure I'm going to make it. And I really did it. And that was very easy. Even that player got surprised. But I'm going to make it one more time just to prove I'm really good. Perfect. I made it again. And now I'm going to make it again. Perfect. I threw it here and simply made it. And this is really easy. But the player is looking over here, and he tried to make the shot. And he made it for the first time. It really took a while, but he finally made it. He said, thank you so much. You taught me how to make the shot. But guys, suddenly he banned me, even though I helped him in Roblox. And that was very unfair, because I helped him, and I got banned. And now again, he's missing the shot. And that player is really weird. But now, I'm simply going to test other ways to become an admin in Roblox. He said, become an admin and ban him. Look, I really want to do that, because what he did was unforgivable. But I want to test a way to fly. And again, he's trying to make the shot, but he misses everything. So here on the right, I'm going to grab this red car, and now I'm going back to doing the most important tests in the game. He said, I'm going to play basketball, and apparently he's going to the player's house, which is something he shouldn't do, because there's a chance he could get banned. He got right here, and now he's going to try to make the shot, but if he makes it, he's going to get banned. But he just threw it here, and unfortunately he missed, so that means he's not getting banned. But that player is looking here, and he said, you're really bad. And now my friend got banned because he's bad, and I got banned because I'm good. So I don't know what I have to do to not get banned from the player's house. And he missed again. But now, I came down here because I want to see if my friend is going to make the shot. But again, he's reading books, and he just won't stop reading books. But now he's coming here to answer the player's question. He said, how much is 1 plus 9? And guys, I think the question changed because the previous question was different. My friend said 11, and that makes no sense. And now he probably got banned from here, and the player is going to write his score. And he's writing here, and the score was 0, and he failed. But my friend got in here, and now he can't enter the neighborhood through this gate anymore. So unfortunately, we're going to have to leave here and go in through this other gate, which is open. But I accidentally drove over the car, and now my friend is going to have to come in here. And he's coming here, but he's coming in a different way because he jumped over this fence and is going on the opposite side because the side he's going to is very slow, and this other side is very fast. But for some reason, he chose the hardest difficulty and isn't even moving. So now, he's finally arriving here, and he's going to have to get into this plane. And now he has to press this button, and apparently he pressed it, and he's going to have to teleport back here. And that's exactly what he did because he got this parachute. And now I'm going to have to go back here. And here on the right, I'm going to grab this item, and I'm going to have to carry my friend in Roblox. Perfect, that worked. And he said, this is the way to start flying. And this really is the way to start flying, which I'm testing now. But I'm going to get in my car, and if I hold my friend, my car gets lowered. And besides the car getting lowered, I can also start flying. So I'm going to get to this part. But now I need help from someone, and I need someone to grab a car here. But unfortunately, it can't be my friend. But a player showed up back here, and I don't know what he's doing here, and I don't know what happened. He said, I got banned. My own friend banned me from the house. Look, that's really sad, but I need help. I need him to grab a car while I'm here. I said, get a car, please. Look, his job is really simple. He's going to grab a car, and I'm going to have to carry my friend, and I'm going to start flying. And apparently he grabbed a car, but it didn't work, and now he grabbed a bus, and now I'm simply flying because I'm holding my friend. And that worked really well, but not as well as I thought. He said, it's better if you drive the car. And that's true. Here on the right, I'm going to get a car. And this time I grabbed a taxi because it's going to be really interesting. So the player is going to have to come here, and for some reason he's waiting for me, and actually I'm back here, and now he finally got in here. But now I'm coming up front because I'm going to have to get to the mountain to start flying. But I don't know this player, and he's coming with me, and I really don't know who this player is. He said, I'm the creator of the game. Look, it's pretty obvious that's a lie. But now I'm coming up here, and I'm going to have to do this Roblox jump, and now hold my friend, and you can see I'm flying this way, and I'm really flying very far, and suddenly I hit the invisible wall. But this is starting to work. He said, wait, you can actually fly? Yes, you really can fly. But now I'm coming back here because I want to test other ways to do this. So I just jumped over this ramp and simply started flying. And this is really interesting. But if I go down here and grab this orange truck, and after I get it, I'm going to click this button up here to raise the suspension, and I'll be able to fly really far. But I need to reverse all the way to this Roblox ramp. And for some reason my friend is here. So much so that the guard is coming over to talk to him because he wants to see what's going on. But now I'm running back here, and I don't know if I'm going to hit this. And apparently I missed, and it kind of worked, but it could have been better. here. He said, this time you'll make it. And it's pretty obvious that this time I will make it because the distance to the ramp is really short. So this time it's going to be easy to hit it. Now I'm running back here. Now I'm going to turn my car and I'm just going to fly far away. And this is the second way to start flying. So I want to test another way to fly in Brookhaven. But for that, I'm going to need help. And I also have to get a different car on the right. Perfect. I got this car. And I just placed 2 seats here. And both of them have to come in. But my friend finally came here, and now they're going to have to carry several people. So much so that he just picked up this item, and this other player picked up this item too. And now let's get as many people in here as possible. I'm going to have to invite the guards to join this, and I hope they agree and accept to help us. So much so that he got right here, and he agreed. And that's really good. But now he arrived here, and he's also holding this item. And his friend also arrived here, and there are a lot of people here. But I'm going to have to go up here, and he has to open the gate. Perfect, he opened it. And this time I'm going to have to call players. First, I'm going to invite my friend, and I'm pressing this button, and he really has to help me do this. And it looks like he's in. But my car is starting to turn into a plane, and this player got right here. My friend said, don't let him see. Okay, this player isn't coming with us because I got banned from his house, and my friend also got banned. But I need to find more people to join this and make the biggest plane of all. And now another player joined who just arrived here, and he's also holding this item. But there are 3 people on this side and 4 people on this side, which means we need 1 more player. And I'm sure I'll be able to fly this way. But there's a player coming here, and now this really looks like a plane. So I have to try to start flying. Now I'm coming up front, but my car is really weird, and I don't know if I'll be able to start flying. So I jumped here, and it really didn't work very well. And now I'm going to try to jump the impossible Brookhaven ramp because it's really hard to jump this. The car is moving on its own, and now I'm accelerating up here just to start flying. But suddenly I crashed the car, and now another player arrived. So I'm accelerating here, but it didn't work very well. And again I crashed the car, and the car is starting to glitch. And this is really weird because there are some players inside the wall who are glitching the car. And this is really very weird. And now the car is totally stuck, and it's really strange. I've never seen a Brookhaven car like this, flying exactly like this, and it's almost going inside the wall. So I'm trying to get out, but it's hard. I'm really stuck forever. And guys, if you want to add me on Roblox, just click the become a member button. I'll add you on Roblox.